Well, hello, it's week 19 already. Last week we did long and short stitch. This week we're going to do a cool stitch called brick and cross, which is really fun to play around with. I've got 3 strands of this lovely thread, just tied a knot in the end and trim the excess. Okay, so brick and cross is essentially a group of straight stitches and a cross stitch, and you kind of repeat it, sort of alternating in a little pattern. And I just thought it'd be really fun to experiment with a nice, fairly straightforward one, particularly after some of the knots and things that we've been doing recently. Okay, so I'm just going freestyle here. So I'm going to put a straight stitched in and another one underneath, and then another one to complete the brick. So the brick is basically made up of 3 straight stitches. Now, as you can see, in my usual style, I've just freestyled it, try and keep them similar size. I think probably the way forward is to draw it on. You know, this is my first time stitching it, and I think, well, I know really, I think in my heart of hearts I know that drawing it on will make it much neater. It doesn't matter for freestyling, it's fine. If you're not bothered about them being absolutely perfect, then don't worry. But as I'm saying that, I've done this one wonky, haven't I? You know, if you want them to be absolutely spot on, then just draw them on. I think I would probably use an air erasable pen to do that. It's a lovely pattern, this, when it builds up, I think, you know, kind of looking at the pictures of it that I've seen. But I think with the gaps in between the design, there we go. It's got quite a lot of gaps, and I think if you had a permanent pen it was visible, it would kind of ruin the effect of that really. So I would definitely go air erasable. I think even using an aquatrick marker wouldn't work quite so well because getting the brush between those fine gaps, although I am doing it quite small here, I don't think it would come out quite so easily. I don't know, but anyway, I think air erasable pen is what I'd go for. So we're now alternating the pattern, so I'm doing a brick next to the cross in basically the same way. So I've got these 3 straight stitches there, and then I'm going to do another cross in the top. Now the key to the crosses is you've got to make sure that the top stitch that crosses over is basically going in the same direction each time. So if you started at the bottom left corner, like I did the first one, you need to do that at the same time. Apologies for the little interruption there. I thought there was somebody at the door with the parcel, and it turns out there wasn't. So we're just going to carry on. So let's put another pattern in so we can see it building up a little bit. You could go, yeah, what was I saying? Something about crosses. Yes, crosses. Make sure that the top stitch crosses in the same direction, and that'll make it nice and neat. So let's just do some underneath. We could go to the side. I'm going to go underneath with another cross here. Let's just pull that through before I lose it. There we go. So even though I'm stitching this in the other direction, whoops, the cross is still crossing over the top, so that's fine. Okay, as long as that end effect is there, that'll look a little bit neater. And just in terms of finish, that'll just help to give a more sort of neater look. So let's put the last block in here. Here we go. A group of 3 straight stitches. And isn't it brilliant that you can do so many things with just a few stitches? Once you know a straight stitch, you can use it in so many different ways. I love that. Let's just give that a wiggle and tighten those up. Yeah, so I think this is one that really to play around with this week. You know, you could use it in a border, you could use it as a way to kind of fill a sort of larger space if you want to. Just tie off at the back and try not to pull too tightly, because obviously I haven't tied off between each section of this pattern, so don't pull it too tight because you don't want to pull everything out of shape. And trim the excess. So yeah, have a little play around with it this week. There we go. It's a nice effect, isn't it? I think it would look good over a larger space. And obviously I've done it quite small here. I might have a little play around with making it a bit bigger, different colours maybe. Possibilities are endless, so let me know how you get on.